Welcome back to What Arty Noobs, the channel of disturbance. This is the GWE100. It's a tier 10 German SPG with a 21cm howitzer as its main armament. It's located on the southwest spawn of Nebelburg, and it's under the command of the Bassman from Hell. Yes, he's riding again, and this time in an Arty, not a light tank. Well, a 21cm is capable of 900 alpha, and it will penetrate 53mm of armor, and it has a 11.4 meter burst radius. Used to be a lot higher, I seem to recall, because of course they dropped the burst radius to try and nerf Arty, but it doesn't work, and now they're trying to nerf the M44, but Arty will resist. And those bad players who just can't play Arty, the ones that whine so much to wargaming, they won't get their way. They'll still get splattered by Arty shells. So it's not going to change anything when they do get nerfed. It'll just make us give us more incentive to damage the enemy. Okay, it's 30 versus 30. And this is one of the bigger Artys in the game. Never actually got built because of course they only made one E100 hull, and it was supposed to be for a tank, not an Arty, but they sort of like generalized that there would be an Arty built from the E100 hull eventually, so this might be what it would have looked like. It's taking a long time to get into position. It's got a companion here, an Object 261 with an 18cm helm. And oh, look at that lovely target there. We've got a Foch B and an IS-7. He's dialing in. There's also an Object 277 who's pushing forward, rounds out. Oh, we got a bit of a rescue balloon there right at the end. But he's still got a hit for 252, and he got some stun assist on the IS-7 as well. So it's a good start. His first shell does yield a fair bit of damage, over 1,000 in total, including the assist. Okay, he's moved position to avoid counter battery, and he's going to go for the same group again, the IS-7, and there's a 780 there now. Okay, can probably hit two tanks at once with the next shot. Rounds out. Oh, that was unfortunate. RNG was very, very unkind, and the shell went to the left and short. So all he got was some stun, but he has picked up some stun assists. So his total for stun has now got up to 2k. Now it's got a very narrow arc, the GWE100. It's only 6 degrees either side, which means it has to dial in very quickly. Otherwise, you will get a serious disadvantage. Oh, now look at this, even better. It's a Gorilla 15. That's a direct hit. And it was a penetration shot as well for 1,008 hit points. He's not going to be a happy bunny, that guy. Gorillas are notoriously weak on armor. It's only the gun shield up top, but it's the hull of a panther. But it's just not designed to take damage. And oh, well, that T110E4 managed to get down the cliff, but he's probably going to be on the receiving end of damage. Well, round out on the Foch B, it landed short, and we only got 126. And unfortunately, we just lost that ST2, and now even the 780's come down that side. They're now moving through the town to get to us. Surprisingly, we're one tank up at the moment. Not anymore. Now, you might be able to kill that Object 277 there, and the Gorilla 15, because they're both low on hit points. Bombardier! He killed both enemy tanks with one shot, and he's marked it in chat as well. He definitely wanted that one. He designed that shot to specifically do that. He picked the target specifically because they both had very low hit points, And he knew if he put a shell near them, he'd possibly get both, and he did. So that was a bombardier that was engineered. Okay, Foch B or the T62A. T62A is a splash kill. He will definitely take him out. Line him up. Work out where he's going. He goes into that little hole and... oh no! The shell went long this time. And so he missed the T62A. And they just lost their Foch B. A lot of tanks in that town area. They've still got 3 heavies in there though. That's the problem. And there's that T62A. Oh, not anymore. Actually, they haven't got 3 heavies. They've only got 1 heavy of the Viz 55. We're now going to go for a Jaegeru. Bounce out. Oh, it's, yep, near. Splashed him for 307. Well, the scores are pretty good now because he's got almost as much damage on splash as he has from the, or not from splash, from stun, as he has from actual damage. And he's up to about 4k. He's probably going to need a bit more though if he wants to get a higher ranking. Okay, that 140 appears to be pulling back because he's actually he's not pulling back, he's pulling forward to try and take shots at our APG-1. But he's turned around. Oh, and that shell unfortunately was not where we wanted it. There's a lot of action going on around the center of the map. And I had the feeling that Bassman's decided while he's reloading, he's going to shift quite a long way up the west side of the map to try and get an angle on the enemy. Okay, he's found an E100. And there's that object 140 again. Now, if he stuns this one and he gets hit by our teammates... oh, no, he didn't. He killed an STB-1 now. But if we were to have stunned that one, he might have slowed him down long enough for our teammates to get a kill. Now, we've lost sight of him there. And one of the enemy Artys has come into sight. It's the Object 261. Now, he's actually just turning on the spot and he's about to die. This could be a kill. It is. We didn't get to see the kill. It's normally nice to see the kill. Yes, he knows that I get angry if we don't see the kill. There's something very satisfying about seeing a round go in and hit the target, but it's more than that actually. You do need the information you get, because he could have fired that round in and it might have hit a different tank that wasn't spotted, and then he might have been able to know that there was something else there that he should be firing at. Well, there is something else, and it's a GWE100. No, he's done it again. And we didn't see what happened to the shell, but it looks like it didn't land close enough to actually get a kill. I guess I'm going to have to keep his aim on the target now, so I'm not going to let him move away. That GWE100 did die. He's almost loaded. And there's a Jaegeru and that Object 140 again. It'd be nice if he could put the shell on the Jaegeru. I'm afraid he left it a bit late there to get the Jaegeru. The poor 260s. Oh, he does it! He kills the Jaegeru. Rounds out in the Object 140. He's going to back into the shell. And he's been stunned. And the Object 260 is now going to town on him. And here comes 200. And that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for BassmanFromHell in the GWE100. This battle took place not more than, 30 minutes ago? Yep, that quick. He managed to get a bombardier for taking out 2 tanks with 1 shot, and it was an engineered one. He actually knew that those enemies were both weak. He knew if he could put the shell between them or near them, it would take them out, and it did. And he got a bruiser medal as well for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14 in that game. And his win rate was 3,045, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, didn't get the highest damage in the game. That Object 260, it took out the Jaegeru. He got 5,632 hit points in that game. The second highest damage actually went to the Object 140 on our team, who also got a Confederate. He got 4,869, and the third highest damage in the game went to the Team 110E5 on our team with 4,613. We can see the Bassman managed to get 2,831, but he actually benefited in other ways. If we look at the number of kills, we can see the Object 140 got 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Bassman. Of course, he got 1 Bombardier, and then he took out the Object 261, who was stationary but spotted. Never stay stationary if you've been spotted. Move like the blazes. Get the hell out of there quick. Yeah, but he didn't, so he got taken out. And who else got a kill? Oh, double kills. The TVP T5051 got a Confederate. He got 2. The Object 260 got 2. 60 TP got 2. The Object 261 on our team got 2. The T110E4 and the Jaegeru on our team. So a lot of players got 2 kills, and only 1 player on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, and that was their T57 Heavy. When it came to base XP, he's much higher on the scoreboard on this one, because the high scorer was the T110E5, who did 1,122. Then came the Object 780, who got 1,084. 1,058 went to the Object 140. And finally, we've got a Bassman with 1,002, and they're the only players who actually managed to get more than 1,000 base XP in the game. So these were the top players in the game. He fired only 11 rounds in that game, but he got some well-placed ones. He got 4 hits, 4 direct hits, and 1 penetration. And we know the penetration was the gorilla. He definitely hit the gorilla and extracted over 1,000 hit points of damage from him. 1,008, I think it was. 12 splash as well. 2,831 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3. And he did 2,591 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. So the combination of those two together meant that he was 5,000 or over 5,300 damage in total, stun and also actual. And he earned 64,416 credits from the game. And after a resupply of ammunition and consumables, took away 21,536 credits profit. He got 7 bonds because it was a tier 10 game, and 1,503 XP times 2 for the first victory. Took away 3,006 altogether. So a great little game in the GWE100. I much prefer the Object 261 myself, but that's really because it's got such a fast fire rate. The only problem with that, Arty, is that it doesn't have enough ammunition really to deal with all the opponents it might have. You could easily run out of ammo during a battle. The GWE100, you're less likely to run out of ammo. It has got a long range. It does do a lot of damage. It hasn't quite got the power of a Conqueror gun carriage, but then it does have a bit more range on it, so it's a little easier. The T92 obviously has got a bit of a problem. It's such a long reload. That's the main reason why that's not so good. And well, for the Batchat 155-58, yes, it's not the Arty that it used to be. When it first came out, everyone thought it was fantastic and autoloader, but they've nerfed it so many times, even putting a massive time in between each shot, that I'm afraid no, it's no longer a good Arty to play. And that's why you're much better off playing either the Object 261, the GWE100, or going with the T92 at the very worst. Or no, the Conqueror gun carriage, I'd say. Conqueror gun carriage is much, much better. That's a little bit of fun, that one, because it's just nice splatting people with a very big heavy shell. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.